What's up, guys? The Rogue Budger here with Unashamed Gaming, bringing you a Hardpoint game on Redwood today from Black Ops 3. I believe this is my first Hardpoint game that I've uploaded on from the regular game since it's come out. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what I'm using and stuff. Active camo is my specialist ability. I normally an AR player in Hardpoint, but when I'm by myself in public Hardpoint, I do spend a lot of time capturing the hill, so I run active camo. I feel like it's useful for breaking the hill. Psychosis is also useful, but players are already starting to figure out how to tell which one's the real player, and it's not that hard to do if you just kind of pay attention. I mean, the three clones, they don't move, they don't shoot or crouch. I mean, they do move, but they don't shoot or crouch or anything. And usually when you use that, you're not gonna run with them. You're gonna stick behind them. So people often don't shoot them when three come out together. It's kind of common sense not to shoot them all, I guess. But anyway, I use the active camo. The XR2, this is before it got nerfed a little bit. I think they made the fire rate a little slower with the nerf. I'm not sure what exactly it did, but it's not quite as good. It's still pretty good. I don't actually use it as much now because they did buff the HVK a bit, and I think I like it better now. But the XR2 is still a pretty solid gun, but I don't use it anymore for the time being. I did manage to go on a pretty good streak at the beginning of this game with it, though, which was nice. But yeah, Redwood Hardpoint is pretty good. I think it could be a competitive map, possibly. It's a little big, and the spawns they're not that bad. I don't know. It could probably work for a competitive game or a competitive map for Hardpoint, in my opinion. I think it has the makings of a competitive Hardpoint map. It's not too bad as far as spawn. My main complaint is that the middle three Hardpoints, or basically everything but the first one, is right there in that area that is built. Like, if you can control this building, it's good for the next two, if not three, because there's this Hardpoint, and there's the next one, which is the very middle of the map, and then there's the third one, or the fourth one rather, which is the bunker in next to the middle of the map. So having mid-map control is pretty vital for this entire game, for this entire map of Hardpoint, except for really the first Hardpoint. But even then, having control for the next ones is pretty important. So keep that in mind if you ever do play it. Mid-map control is pretty key in this map. Another thing that is pretty vital to Hardpoint is rotation. I mean, always rotation has been an important issue or an important thing in Hardpoint, but up until now, especially with Advanced Warfare, you wouldn't have to rotate as early. Black Ops 2, you had to rotate at about 20 seconds if you wanted to get good control of the next hill. In this game, I would say about 20 seconds again. You need to start rotating. You need to have control by about 15 seconds into the next hill, if you can. Rotations in this game are more important, I would say, than any other Call of Duty previously with Hardpoint because of the way most of these maps are set up. Of course, they're very three-lane, but it's hard to get between the lanes without going around the edge of the map, if that makes sense. You have to very often there's like a building, or in this case a hill, separating Hardpoint 1 from the other ones that you can't go through or over. You have to go all the way around. So early rotation in this game is very important because it's going to take you longer to get there. So if you don't rotate, you lose the spawns and you lose the Hardpoint. You're going to lose a good 10 to 15 seconds just getting to where you can even make a move on the Hardpoint. So make sure you're rotating early. Send somebody on that rotation. If the other team is already rotating, they can at least call it out and get help. You don't want to be waiting till 10 seconds to start your rotation in this game. It's going to end badly, assuming you're playing a team that knows what they're doing. That being said, gun skill always plays a key part in it and stuff like that. But rotation, always been important, even more so in this one, I would say. Now, this video is about halfway over, and I'm going to change gears here. I've been talking about the game, giving some thoughts. I want to talk about something else that's been going on. So this video is going to come up on Wednesday, and I'm sure, as every single person knows, the events of last Friday in Paris and around the world. Very sad. very world-changing events, really. This coupled with things like the Syrian refugee crisis, all these things going on right now are just made a very hostile environment, I would say. It's very frustrating to get on Facebook, to see things people are saying, giving their opinions in ways that are not open-minded. But I don't necessarily want to give my opinion in this video because I don't think that's my place. This video is not my place to give my opinion. Now, if somebody wants my opinion, they can specifically ask me for it, and I might give it, but not in this video. What I want to do with this video is to stress something important. Firstly, when it comes to something like this, people will just say things to sound, I don't know, to cause fear. They'll say things to cause drama, whatever it may be. But a lot of the things they say are blatantly not true. Speaking specifically to the amount of deaths that occurred on Friday, I saw posts saying 100,000+ people died, and that's simply not true. If you do your research, you find out that about 160 or more were killed in Paris. A few more were killed in various bombings. It was about 200 people died, and one of the events they were coupling in with Friday didn't even happen on Friday. It happened a day or two before. So, and yes, there was the earthquake and tsunami in Japan, but that wasn't even, people were displaced, but there weren't really anybody killed in that issue. So what I'm saying is do your research. When it comes to anything, really, you want to do your research. You don't take something you see on Facebook and assume it's true. No matter who it's from, really, even if it looks like it's from a news source, do your research, because even news companies have been known to just fabricate things in order to get a headline. Check your facts. Check multiple sources. And I personally haven't even done that to a very good extent. So that's another reason I'm not going to give my opinions or tell you a whole lot of facts, because I haven't checked my facts to the point of where I know 100% what I'm talking about. I mean, I know the basic things like what I've told you, but I don't want to go out and give you an exact number or this is exactly what happened. Because of what I'm saying, check your facts. Know what you're talking about. So, A, you don't sound like an idiot, and B, you're educated. Education in this sort of thing is very important in knowing what to do, how to handle situations, how to look at the world. If you are ignorant, you are not going to be able to assess the situation properly. You're not going to be able to do what needs to be done in the situation. Ultimately, you're only going to make it worse. That being said, educate yourself, know what's going on in your world, and be proactive in solving it. Don't say things to cause drama. Don't say things to cause more pain. Be proactive in healing what is a broken world. Because that ultimately is what I think we are called to do as Christians, is to bring love and healing into the world. However that may be accomplished, I don't think anybody has a clear answer, but be proactive in working towards that, because truly that is all we have, is each other, and to work towards a common goal of love. So again, my opinions, I'm not going to give in this video. Just some advice, some things that I personally would like to see. But that's the end of the video, guys. That's all the time I have. Thank you for watching. Leave a comment about what I talked about, anything you want, likes, all that good stuff. Shares are appreciated. And thank you, guys. We'll see you next time.